Hello, my research paper is about plastic and their harmful effects on sea turtles. Why am I talking about this? Because from a couple of years now, people have been really concerned about it. They have been talking about the issue, and they haven't done much to actually do something about it. And first of all, it worries me that 7% of the marine litter is plastic. It's all plastic. And also, there's like a lot of evidence that our seas are turning into floating landfills for plastic litter. It has 8 million tons of plastics are sent adrift into the ocean every year. 80 millions. Please, like, think about it. Every year, do you even imagine how much that is? It's scary because even if you go to the ocean and don't look for plastic, you'll find it, like not trying. That's why, according to scientists and plastic ocean scientists, it's the easiest job in the world to be plastic ocean scientist because you find plastic everywhere. Everywhere. Also, the second reason I really want to talk about this subject, it's because it harms marine animals and sea turtles, and I think this is really important to protect them. Um, why it harms them is because they think it's food. Like, plastic equals food to them. They mistake them and they eat them. And it's really important that they stop doing this, not only because it's harmful for their health to eat plastic, but because when they eat it, they stop eating other things because they feel full. So they think they have already eaten and they die also of starvation. And so there's like too many reasons why we shouldn't put plastic on the ocean and start hurting animals. And also, it's not only animals, but also we're hurting ourselves. I don't understand why we will want to do that. Because do we really know what's plastic? What is it inside of plastic? How will we do this? No, we don't. Like, we think we do, but we don't. And plastic has so many toxic chemicals that's not only inside of the plastic, but the ones that are released during manufacturing of the plastics. So we're hurting ourselves. Like, there's carcinogenic, neurogenic, and hormone disruptive chemicals as the standard ingredients of plastic. And they inevitably find their way to our water, to our land, to air, to everywhere we live. Some of the just more familiar are like vinyl chloride, dioxins, and benzene, or BPA, polycarbonate. This is like they're POPs. POPs mean persistent organic pollutants. So to sum it up, these are one of the most dangerous toxins in the planets, um, because they're like really they have a high level of toxicity. So why will we want to put plastic in the world? So it doesn't only harm marine life, it harms us. And I think it's really important to change this as soon as possible. And my research paper talks about that, how we can do that, and what, first of all, why we should do this, and englobing all this, but like much more, and how to start, because it's not easy. We have used plastic all of our lives, and I think that's one of the hardest thing I need to address in my research paper, like how to start, how to not just use what we're comfortable in, because I normally want like my plastic cups when I go to pick up dinner, to pick up food. So how will I do this? How will I start changing my life a little bit? So the question is, what can we do? How can we solve them? So right now, a lot of companies and businesses use plastic, and they are the ones that can actually start doing something. So if you're a company or a business that use straws or cups made of plastic, you can start changing that. It's just starting somewhere now. And that's who my research paper is addressed to people that obviously everyone can start changing something, but these for people that can make a much greater impact. And it doesn't matter if you're like a coffee shop or like a little place that sells food, like a little restaurant. It still makes a lot of impact in the daily use of plastic and what people know. And also it creates awareness, because if people see that you're changing, that your neighbors, the one next door, they will start changing too, because that's how people are. They are influenced by your impact. So you can always start somewhere. Even though like plastic only makes up 0.03 of total plastic waste, the ban of them and the ban of plastic bags, for example, in supermarket, are really important to make a step towards motivating and engaging the population in taking action towards a less harmful lifestyle, wasteful lifestyle. Like, they are biodegradable and they take less time to decompose, in contrary with plastic that takes years and years. We are probably not even alive anymore when they decompose. They are also safer for wildlife and also for human life. So it's really a great benefit to start using them and changing them little by little. And it's maybe a little expensive, but it's not as expensive as putting toxins in our body. I think it's worth it. Change, it's worth it. So that's what I want to say and propose to my audience, to the companies, to the businesses, that we can start doing something and we can start influencing people. Let's use their power for good, for ethical purposes. We know we can use power as businesses and companies to influence people. They use them all the time, politically, economically. Why not for the good and the sake of the planet? And also, like, if someone that doesn't own something wants to start, it's also a step towards better. Like, I bought my own steel straw, so I take them everywhere. If I want to, I don't know, have a drink or something, I put them, because like a lot of places in my countries don't want to give straws anymore. They don't want to buy the paper straws either. So a lot of people complain because there's no straws. So taking my metal straw there helps me. Um, and these are some of the work I cited. It's quite difficult to find good sources for this information, actually reliable ones, but um, I think I found really good ones, and how to have good information, like the paper straws information and marine life, litter in the ocean. Also, websites that help actually do something. So that's my research paper, and I look forward to helping something, doing a change, changing people's minds with this. And I think I owe it to me and to everyone else to start somewhere. please do so.